I want to talk about being decisive with your time. I think this is a really important thing to do, and for me, there's two major types of decisions for reaching your goals. Now, one of them is not actually super goal oriented. Rather, if your goal is just to have a higher quality of living and a better rate of survival, these are just some really good things to do. These are like maintenance tasks, things that are just preemptive, things that you should be doing every day already. They're prophylactic in the sense that they prevent problems from coming in the future. These include like health problems, money problems, all this stuff. They're just good decisions, decently good decisions to put yourself in a good position for the future. These types of decisions have like really huge long-term returns. And I'm talking about things like eating vegetables, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, and getting enough exercise. Those are like four really, really basic things that prevent so many problems. People talk about all sorts of things like getting heart disease, diabetes, cancer, dying young, or being really stressed. A lot of these things will like give your body endorphins, will give your body efficient energy. So a lot of the things that we might think are problems that need to be focused on, of course, we shouldn't say that eating vegetables is going to solve my financial problems. But if you think about it, it just might. For example, I'm going to give you an example of a good decision with long-term consequences that can help like so many other things that you might not realize. And we're just going to talk about eating a salad, right? So if you eat a salad, it's going to give you good energy for the day. It's going to make your brain more clear, and it's going to give you every single benefit that so many different medical studies and websites list on, like eat more vegetables, right? So preventing cancer, giving you a longer lifespan, improving your digestive system, improving your brain, improving your lungs. All sorts of systems in your body will rely on that good energy, that good fiber, the good vitamins and stuff. So having a good healthy salad, maybe put some chicken in it, put some tomato in it or whatever, get some vitamin C, whatever's good for your body. It's going to be good for your mind, which is going to be good for your decision making, which is going to be good for things like finances, friends and family, relationships. We might not think about it this way, but if we think about the long-term second and third order consequences of your decisions, then something really, really simple like eating a salad, or just like taking a jog in the morning, or like deciding to sleep a bit earlier, drinking enough water during the day, it's just going to have such a huge effect on everything else in the future. Even if you're not really sure what it is you want to do in life, that's going to put you in the right spot so that whatever it is you do want to do, if you've decided on it, you're already in a good position to get started. And these are like, again, really basic. I've heard the phrase survival first and then winning. And the survival tasks, if you do them well, then you're going to be in a really, really good position to be successful in whatever you do. Okay, so that was the first part. Now the second part is the winning aspect. So survival first and then winning. And this has to do with like growth decisions. Things like living your dreams, having specific goals. And these things are more of a question mark because the first few things I talked about, these are things that are guaranteed. These are part of the human condition. Every human will need these things in order to live a better life. Now, as far as like living your dream or whatever it is, it could be relationship related, family related, financial related. These are all examples that are slightly more specific than something like getting good food. Making sure you're eating okay and getting enough water. So let's say you want to like get married or like find a girlfriend, or you want to get really ripped and you want to have a great body. So these things you're going to have to put time into reaching those goals. Like if you want to be in a good relationship, you should improve like, bettering yourself in every way, becoming smarter, studying, exercise, having a good financial situation so you can pay for things. These are all more specific. Now, what can really, really help you have a great life, I think, is to have a really good, like, long-term goal, something that you're passionate about. Whether or not you can actually achieve it in your life, as long as you have something to try for, it's probably going to put you in a good place. Now, me specifically, I want to have, like, an animation studio. I want to make films and shows and games and stuff. And so everything I do is mostly geared toward that. But I'm also married, and I also have to, like, be financially supportive to my wife and myself and my future family. But those things can kind of work hand in hand. If I do succeed at my career, and have established some stability, which I've done, trying to get a day job as an art teacher, but I still have that dream of like having an animation studio and like prospering with my passion. And I think everybody wants something like that. Maybe not everybody, but you know, a lot of people do want to be doing what they like doing for the rest of their lives. And making those decisions is more like recognizing and acknowledging that goal, and then allocating time, like really being decisive and saying, I'm going to spend this X amount of time working on this. Now, I really like the Pomodoro technique, which is, you know, the 25 minutes of work, of like total brain focus, and then 5-minute break just to relax and talk to friends and do whatever, or just, you know, eat something, or even just close your eyes and breathe for a little while. I really like that setup because it keeps me very efficient, because that 25 minutes of focus is like really it's really, you know, been the answer for me lately, especially nowadays. So having that goal and then understanding what you can do to reach that goal, it's really not hard. You kind of just reverse engineer it. I really like working backwards. So if my goal is to have an animation studio, what do I need for that? I need a certain amount of money. I need a team, and I need money to pay that team, because it's impossible to do. It's not impossible, but it's really difficult to do the type of animation that I want to do without a large team. So I need to keep working on my career. I need to save money. I need to invest, and I need to like, you know, really, really work hard career-wise to reach that goal, right? So, or it could be, you know, I want a successful marriage. Well, I need to make sure communication is open with my wife. I need to make sure, I don't know, there's all sorts of things that go in marriage. Make sure I'm clean, make sure I help around the house, stuff like that. So a lot of basic things. But, you know, I think those, if we compartmentalize our life's decisions and time allocation into those two things, the maintenance tasks and then the growth tasks, I think you're really setting yourself up for success. I think we should acknowledge, you know, our advantage. You know, they would always say, you know, check your privilege, things like that. And I do acknowledge that. We have to understand the advantages that we have now, the disadvantages that we have now. From there, we need to accept it. I think complaining can only do so much. I think, you know, banding together and fighting against the systems that are putting us at a disadvantage, I think that's okay, because ultimately we're still working toward the goal. And like I said, as long as you have a goal, it would be great if it's a goal that you would like really give your life for, because there are goals that we have that may not be achievable in our lifetime and may not be achievable alone. So if we band together and work toward those goals together, or with your peers as a team, then you can achieve it. You have a chance. And I want us to be positive and not complain about those disadvantages, and rather face them head on. And I do acknowledge I've had many advantages in life, and I do want to use those to the best of my ability. I don't want to take those advantages and squander them. I want to keep those advantages, and I want to give them also to the people I love, like my wife, future family, a lot of my friends, and people who are listening to me now. I want you to have those advantages, or build some more advantages in life that will help you reach your goals. So this video was for a friend that asked me, you know, how can I, you know, prioritize better? And this is what I got. So if any of you have more questions, I would love to address them directly. It's very hard for me to think of like content that will just please everyone, but I think if I just have my friends ask me, you know, what they want me to talk about, then I would love to do that. I'll see you guys. I love you all. God bless, and peace out.